to round one of the P1 AquaX Eurotour presented by Experience Kissimmee. We're here in Seyne-sur-Mer in South France, and our racers have travelled from all sides of the globe to race on this very beach this weekend. Are you ready for some aquacross action? Welcome to Seyne-sur-Mer. What a perfect location to kick off the season on this beautiful beach called Les Sablettes. Though perfect, it's still going to be pretty challenging for our endurance racers, who are going to need speed, skill and stamina to battle these Mediterranean waves this weekend. This season, the P1 AquaX Eurotour, presented by Experience Kissimmee, will visit 4 different countries. That's 4 beautiful destinations to race your jet ski, starting right here in the south of France and ending in Barcelona, Port Ballis. We are here at Grand Hotel Les Sablettes. Our riders are having their riders meeting. They're super excited for the weekend, so we'll leave it with them and see you later. Now, we know our enduro racers have what it takes, but what are they powered by? Can you believe their jet skis produce 310 horsepower, which means they'll be reaching speeds up to 80 miles per hour? We're here at the P1 AquaX Eurotour presented by Experience Kissimmee, down here in Seyne-sur-Mer, joined by Joe Harvey in the pits. Joe, you seem to have brought the rain with you. What's going on?
Yeah, we just wanted to make everybody from England feel comfortable. Yeah, ready for a good weekend.
So are you feeling good?
Yeah, feeling a lot better today. I mean, we had a long day travelling yesterday, nearly 24 hours in a car. So I had a good night rest last night and yeah, ready to have a go.
Have you tested the ski yet? Is it running good?
I tested it last weekend down in Devon. It's all prepped, it feels good. I'm feeling so-so, so yeah, we'll have a go.
So what were the conditions like in Devon? Were they quite different to what the conditions are out there today?
Yeah, I mean, it was massive. First round of the British, I mean, was real big waves. I mean, it started off on the Saturday rough and just got even bigger as the weekend went on. So I mean, out there it's quite calm, quite relaxed really, so it should be fast racing and a bit easier on the body.
And you did have an injury last year, I heard. How is that today? Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, it doesn't really give me any pain on the land. It's just when I get out on the sea, if I have a few rough impacts, I feel a bit of pain from it. But fingers crossed it shouldn't be too bad. It's quite smooth, so yeah, we'll see how we get on.
Thanks, Joe, and good luck for the weekend.
Yeah.
My name's Lisa Barsby. I'm the Sports and Operations Director for Powerboat P1, and I also manage the AquaX Championships on a global basis. We have championships in the US. We have 3 championships in the US, in the Great Lakes region and also Florida. We also have a championship in the UK, 2 in Europe and also in Malaysia. The AquaX Championships are based on endurance. It's a box stock racing series in the sense that what you buy from the showroom you can come and race. The modifications that are allowed are very minimal, so it keeps the cost down and it's very accessible to the average guy. The championship started 8 years ago in the UK and has since grown, and now we're seeing really good turnouts. Like this weekend we had 115 riders turn up to this event, which is great. It means that we've got the concept right and people are enjoying it. So if you're watching this and you've got a jet ski and you've never thought about racing before, then this is a championship for you, because you can come along, we'll do the training for you, we give you plenty of time on the water. It's low risk racing and low cost racing. So if you want to find out a little bit about us, check out our website at p1aquacross.com and give us a call.
Over the weekend we'll have one race on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Each race counts towards those all-important points. It's time, let's head over to our race commentator for race 1.
It's the first ever time we raced here on the south of France, on the Mediterranean Sea in Seyne-sur-Mer. Conditions are good, of course it'll get more and more choppy as the laps go on. An endurance format of 30 minutes plus 1 lap around this 2.5 kilometre circuit. 7 turns, the black buoy in case any riders miss a buoy called the equaliser. It's a random order for the start of race 1, but a rolling start before they can get the throttle on, and off we go. Just having a quick look over the shoulder to try and spot the starter. We are racing Joe Harvey, who just jumped on board, the former 2017 AquaX European champion in Pro Enduro. There are 4 different classes: Pro Enduro, AM300, AM200, and the Kawasaki 15F Cup. 26 riders, 6 nationalities, low swell, high humidity. And who is going to get the whole shot? 1.5 kilometres before they get to the first turn. You can see the water's pretty smooth, not big swell. The rider's able to stay on their jet skis. Harvey through the first turn, then he's actually in the second group. There's a couple of riders ahead of him, and it looks like it is Alex Barret who is leading on the 330. And then behind him, Thomas Favolini, both Frenchmen. Barret from Bordeaux. And now coming across the beach, the closest point, and indeed 330 on the front of his ski. Alex Barret leads. A group of Yamaha riders behind him. Second place, Favolini. We talked about the swell. Look at it now. It's more choppy than swell as these riders head around the track. And conditions will get worse and worse. And of course, if you're not at the front, you've got the spray as well to deal with, trying to pick out those buoys and those turn markers as well as the riders around you when you're racing and battling. That is Barret then leading. After that's the first corner effectively. And he's got a decent lead over Favolini at the moment. We'll just have a look behind, see who's following. So Favolini it is in second position. Third position for Dave Huddleston from the UK. And then fourth, Thomas Bastis from Monaco. Jordan Lambert on the 380. All on the Yamaha GP1 800. About 300 horsepower. Alex Barret, though, leading on the Kawasaki. That was a battle for 7th position. We just saw going through shot. Lambert, Cosalanto from Italy, and Jordi Thomas on the 99. Confirmation of the front 3 then on the left-hand side of your screen. Let's go on board with Joe Harvey. as the chops begins to build, more physicality needed from the riders. These are big, heavy machines to get where you want them to go. It's one of the reasons why the courses are not quite as twisty as we might see in the jet cross, but these are stock machines. If you own a jet ski, you too can compete with very little change in this championship. Fabellini chasing down Barret. So the gap might have come down a little bit, but the other thing that's going to happen very, very soon is they're going to start getting into traffic. We've got 26 riders, 4 different classes, different horsepowers of the jet skis, and they're going to have to come through that traffic with the first pass that Alex Barret has made all day. And all of a sudden, it gets a little bit trickier for our leaders to pick the correct line, not go out wide and get put off. Just watching the leaders then, cutting through some of those back markers. And you can see how difficult it is. Battle further back. Fabellini risking 2 passes at once. That's worked out for him. Back on board then with Joe Harvey. Picked up an injury last year at Port Belize. And when you're really using the whole of your body, you're standing on the ski, it starts to play up. And I think Harvey is struggling a little bit. Great to have on board with him, but he's not quite in the place you'd expect him. Mid-pack for Harvey. As we switch back to Fabellini, pushing hard. The sea has chopped up. Really difficult to get the perfect line, to feel the perfect handling of these skis. Fantastic down the front straightaway across the beach. Really big speed. You can see the difference in speed then. Fabellini squeezing between 2 riders. Put him a little bit wide there. Oh, and that's a slow ski. Who's that? Looks like it might be Thomas Bastiste. It is. He is out with an engine problem. Shrugs to his team. Luckily, 2 more races in the weekend and plenty of time to fix that ski for tomorrow's races. Olivier Audemars on the Yamaha, passing Christian Calvet there. Audemars up into 3rd position. That's not bad. He started the race down in 11th, so he's making progress on the 111. But nobody's going to catch this man. Nice and slowly over the line, Alex Barret. Very smooth ride from start to finish. He stands on that ski the whole time. Really, really difficult to do over half an hour. Physically exhausting. You can see how much is taken out of Joe Harvey. Barret then wins over Fabellini. Olivier Audemars moving up into 3rd position. Dave Huddleston dropped down to 5th by the end. Geordie Thomas in 4th. Harvey 6th. Tim Batt in 7th.
I'm down here in the pit after Moto 1 of the P1 AquaX Eurotour presented by Experience Kissimmee, and I'm joined by our race winner, Alexander Barret. Amazing win for you there. How are you feeling?
Non, c'est sûr, je me suis vraiment régalé.
It was really fantastic. I enjoyed the race a lot with lots of races. I've just discovered this format in this kind of race and I wanted to come and see it. I watched a lot of aquacross videos. Thanks to MJR Racing, it's why I'm here. They gave me a chance to compete with an incredible ski. I came for them and for me to have fun on the water. This victory is very thanks to them. It's also very good training for the World Offshore Championships, which should be happening next week.
And word around the paddock is this is your first ever aquacross race. What do you think of the series so far?
Yeah, it's a perfect format. It's very good for the sport in general, and riders are considered like pro athletes in here. The format is like a mixture of endurance and closed course, and fitness is very important. You must be prepared to do a full 30 minutes. It's really tough. Let's see tomorrow And thanks again to MRJ, who prepared a very good ski for me.
Thanks, Alex. Have a good rest and good luck for the racing tomorrow. I'm down here on the beach with our second place winner, Thomas Favellini. Thomas, how did the race go?
C'était une belle course, un petit manque de physique sur la fin.
It was a good race. I missed some fitness by the end, but it was a good condition on the track. Let's see tomorrow. We're going to work on the ski tonight. Alex will be very hard to catch though, he's so fast. I like the course. We'll see tomorrow if we can do any better.
What a great first win of the season there for Alexander Bray. Can he do it again, or were our endurance races just warming up? Stay with us for more action in race 2. I'm joined by Olivier Audemars. Olivier, how did your race yesterday go?
Yesterday was good, and today I think it will be flat. The water is very flat, no wind, so I think it will be easier than yesterday. But everything can arrive, and the racers are very good.
It is a really competitive class. Are they really making you keep on your toes and give your best racing ability out there today?
Yes, and yesterday my start was very bad, and today I'm third on the line of start, so I think I can do something best, but I'm trying.
And quickly, do you like to race in these conditions normally?
Normally I prefer a race with big waves, and here this is flat, and this is my home. I live 20 kilometers than here, but here this is flat, but it's good.
Thank you, and good luck for your race.
Sunday in Seyne-sur-Mer, even better conditions than we saw before. We've got onboard camera with Thomas Favellini, second in the first race of the weekend. That's his view, trying to spot the starter with this rolling start format. They'll accelerate now. What kind of starts he got? He's got a rider to his left and a rider to his right. Not a very good start from Thomas Favellini, but he'll now try and keep it pinned, go up to about 84 miles per hour, over 100 kilometers an hour as they head down towards that first turn, left-hand turn. But it's 1.5 kilometers of flat out before you get to it. Who's going to get the whole shot then? Very important to see. We've still got about 20 seconds to go. There we go. Through the first turn then. Looks like Michele Cosalanto. I was surprised to see him at the front there. Have a quick look then at the wind speed. Low, you can see it's completely flat. Great conditions at the moment. It will chop up though, as we saw in race 1. So Cosalanto competing in the USA AquaX Championship and on this Eurotour for the first time. Second place for Jordi Thomas. Now, where's our winner from yesterday? No sign of the 330 for the moment. Cosalanto trying to take advantage of this clear track ahead of him. No waves, but of course, as he gets closer to those slower riders ahead, he'll start to experience the chop. Absolutely spellbinding speed on these AquaX machines from our leading contenders. But it'll be fitness by the end of the race that will count for the most. Through in third position there. Looks like Alex Barret, winner from yesterday, behind Jordi Thomas. Fourth was Jordan Lambert. Dave Huddleston in fifth. And Favellini only sixth position. Tim Batt in seventh spot. Here's Favellini looking at Tim Batt. Oh, the door gets shut on him. Can't find a way through. Just so difficult to be able to really spot where you want to go. He's chasing Dave Huddleston. Again, looks to the inside. Can't find a way through there. Different line means he runs out. He's also in clean water, undisturbed water. And now around the outside. You don't want to be in the white stuff too much. There's less traction for the engine to work in the froth. But I think the pass was made, wasn't it? Mid-pack. Picking out Joe Harvey. We had an on-board camera with him yesterday. Still suffering with his ankle. But there's a look at our top three. Colasanto, Thomas and Barret are your top three, separated by a decent couple of 100 metres between the top three at the moment. We're going to see any changes by the end. Barret was so fast yesterday, really dominated, but here's the gap. 1, 2, 3. It's pretty much equidistant. Barret's not able to close down those front two for the moment, but he's really, really pushing. As I said, with half an hour race, the fitness of these riders is key, especially in the third race of the weekend. You can see the gap is closing, closing, closing. Looks like actually the man on the move is Jordi Thomas. And now we've got the back markers to contend with as well, as we've got the drone up in the sky to really spot what's going on. Running a little bit wide there. Jordi just trying to find a different path around the track. Trying to get decent visibility to be able to spot his contender. The ski hardly in the water as it bounces across the chop. Oh, and just a little bit wide. That's going to be a change of position. Side by side for the lead of the race then. Colasanto and Thomas. And Thomas goes around the outside. I think he might have taken that position now. Yes, he has. Thomas into the lead, ahead of Colasanto. So maybe Colasanto tiring at the end of this race. And now here comes Alex Barret. Barret to the inside. And our sometime leader of the race for the most part is now dropping back. He fights back around the outside line, but it's not the shortest line. I'm sure Barret's going to make this move stick. He was so strong even to the end of the race, and back markers to contend with now. They still run side by side. Barret on the outside line now. Just so difficult. As soon as the jet ski leaves the water, then it doesn't accelerate forward. So you actually want the jet ski in the water to propel forward and to stay away from any chop. Again, challenge for second position. Oh, nice switchback this time perhaps from Alex Barret. Different lines between the two of them. They try to search for clean water. For the moment, Barret hasn't found a way through. Jordi Thomas leads, remember. And look at the speed of the two as they come across the beach. Less than, 50 metres from the spectators enjoying this fantastic battle. That looked like a mistake then from Colasanto. I think Barret this time is going to make the move. Some big air from Colasanto. And Barret on a different piece of water was firmly in the water. And now we see a change. Here is our leader, Jordi Thomas from Spain. Now, though, he's got Alexandre Barret, the winner from yesterday, in his first race in AquaX. Used to longer formats of racing. Oh, he hit the buoy! Jordi Thomas hit the buoy there. Head down from Alex Barret. Really attacking style. You can see it in the body. He's standing up on the ski rather than sitting down. It means he can move his weight around better. And especially when it comes to the choppier conditions, that's really important to keep the ski in the water, as we've been saying. Now we look at third place, the battle. Jordan Lambert past Colasanto, who's seriously struggling. Favellini's now on the tail of Colasanto, our one-time leader. We go on board with Thomas Favellini, the Frenchman, along the beach then. Has to stay left of that big inflatable sausage. And to our left-hand side is the one-time leader. Into fourth position for Favellini then. Colasanto down behind him. And what can Favellini do in the late part of the race to maybe close down Lambert as well? They've been battling for quite a while. Been really, really pushing. He's chasing him down, but time is ticking away. On board with Favellini again. Nice clean water. Listen to the engine. Rev, rev, rev. He's closing in on Lambert. But then as we come to the twistier sections, this is where it gets more tricky. Trying to find clean water. Trying to keep the ski on the ground. Favellini side by side now with Lambert. Now let's take a look at Olivier Audemars, his home rider, trying to pass Jordan Lambert. And as the chop has built, he has struggled, Jordan Lambert, the Frenchman from Champagne, struggling in these tough conditions. And now back to the leaders. Ooh, that was a bit of a mistake there from our leader. Looked like got a bit too close to that boy. Jordi Thomas and Alex Barret. They're actually now chasing down, would you believe it, the one-time leader of Colasanto. They're going to lap him soon. And Colasanto getting in the way of Jordi Thomas, completely getting in the way. That is not very good from the Italian. Really should stay out. Oh, big crash! Out off the ski. Got it completely sideways, been catapulted into the air. Jordi Thomas, the leader, is out of the race. And let's hope he's all right. You can see his head bobbing up in the water. That was completely the fault of Colasanto. Round the outside, jet ski gets into the air, and then when it lands, it's too sideways, and Thomas goes for a huge flight. So Alex Barret then gifted the victory. I don't think he would have got that if it hadn't been for the accident of Thomas. Jordi Thomas back on his ski. And I think even though he's been lapped, he is going to take the checkered flag. Great to see him back on the ski without too much damage to him or his vehicle. Shake of the hands. Incredible victory from Barret. He pushed, even with that poor start. And Jordi Thomas really should have taken the victory if it hadn't have been for that mistake. Barret, another 25 points for him. Jordi Thomas in second and Thomas Favellini in third. Those three on the lead lap. Colasanto a lap down in fourth position. Such was the pace from our top three.
Dark horse Jordan Jimenez showed he means business after leading majority of race 2, though it wasn't quite enough after Alexander Barret stole his second win of the weekend.
It's a show on the water and off the water. A fantastic hospitality area at the Seyne-sur-Mer. A best place to watch the action and to meet the riders in the paddock. Plenty of stands of local sponsors and the City Council of La Seyne-sur-Mer welcoming with open arms. A stunning location with bars and restaurants open for business and a great place to kick off the season of AquaX.
It looks like the races are just about ready to start. It's time. The final race of the day. Who's going to be on that top spot? Let's find out.
Not much change in terms of the conditions for race 3. A very, very flat sea for our AquaX contenders. Look at that. What a sight as the 26 riders head down towards turn 1. All the pros are on the left-hand side, on the inside line for the first turn. And who is going to get the whole shot? Could well be Colasanto again on the red ski. Favellini on the blue ski there. And then Tomas Jimenez, the yellow ski, in third position. Colasanto just being forced a little bit wide. And I think Favellini is going to be considered the man with a whole shot. Let's see what happens. We get the yellow one. Indeed, Favellini it is who leads. Side by side for Jordi Thomas. And on the inside of him, Colasanto on the red ski. But remember, Colasanto faded massively in race 2. Didn't really show in race 1. And again, side by side between these two. They came to blows in race 2. It was Jordi Thomas' race to lose. And indeed, he did lose it with a collision between him and the Italian. And he was lapping him, remember. So Colasanto in second position for the moment. But the race is long. Ooh, much more speed around the outside for Jordi Thomas. Look, they're still side by side as they complete one lap and head back down towards our turn. The left-hand turn, the first turn on this course. And in fourth position, I think it's Barret who's in fourth, just behind them, keeping them honest. That battle, though, is allowing Favellini to get away. Great to have different leaders in our 3 races. Look how committed Favellini is. Elbows out, head down behind the ski, trying to be as aerodynamic but as soft in the knees as possible to absorb all of the impacts and then throw it into the turn. The red ski then comes through of Colasanto and then Thomas. That's Barret, our winner from both races so far. He's closing down on the Spaniard, Jordi Thomas. Getting closer. Again, he's the only man who's able to stand up on that ski for the whole of the 30-minute race. It really is very impressive from Barret, who's new to this format. He's used to much longer races, and I think that probably helps him with his fitness. Here's Favellini from Sète in the south of France, near Montpellier. He's an endurance specialist, but new to this European scene. 3 riders very close. The Sea-Doo comes through the shot. And behind them, a Kawasaki and a Yamaha. 3 different PWCs in the battle for second position. Alex Barret looking to get on to third. Oh, I think he's gone around the inside of Jordi Thomas. He has, and Barret snatches the position. Thomas not going to allow that to happen quickly, though. He's on the outside line again, but he's able to take more speed on the clean water on the outside because Colasanto is creating dirty water in that second position. So now Thomas is back up into second, and look, they've got back markers to contend with the slower riders. These are different categories of PWCs, slower machines, lighter machines as well, and this is really tricky for our top 4 now to negotiate through here. It's one very slow, and at the same time as doing that, they're battling for position as well. Thomas passed Colasanto into second position. What about Barret and Colasanto now? Barret's got ahead of Colasanto. There is the red ski. Yesterday, he slowed, he got more and more tired. And now, a quick look at our leader once more. 287, Thomas Favellini. Italian name, French nationality. But he's feeling the pressure now. He's got those 3 others just catching up. The yellow ski of Jordi Thomas getting closer and closer. This is certainly not over yet. And with the back markers, really anything can happen. We saw it happen on the last lap of race 2, where Jordi Thomas got caught out, overtaking Colasanto. And now look, Thomas on the outside, the nice clean water. There's no white That's how you can tell. Ooh, very, very wide though. Very, very wide. Might as well take the equaliser course. Completely off the track. He comes to across the line. But I think it's still more momentum than Fabellini. It is, and Thomas goes up into the lead once again. Redemption for race 2, perhaps, for the Spaniard. Maybe Fabellini is starting to tire now. They all will be absolutely knackered. They've already done over an hour's worth of flat-out action on their aquacross machines. And now it's side by side for second. Barret trying to get past Fabellini. Barret on the slightly darker machine. The man standing up, as you can see. Bum over the back of the jet ski. I'm not sure if it happened. Did Barret get past Fabellini? We'll find out in just a second. That is our leader going through the shot. Yet indeed, Barret is up into second position. Fabellini just dropping into third spot. Again, they swap positions as the track winds its way away from the beach. Fabellini back into second, according to the commentator on the beach. But Barret's much, much faster around the outside, and sometimes from the beach camera a little bit deceiving. But this is a fantastic battle between these two. The different body language shows it is Barret on the left-hand side and ahead now of Fabellini. Jordi Tomé Jimenez, though, leads across the line. Oh, now it's side by side for the lead. Barret is on the inside line of Jordi Tomé. And the course does go left here. Tomé faster though. He likes that outside line. He likes not to turn quite as much. Allow the jet ski to carry more speed off the preferred fastest line, but out of that horrible water. This though is where it's really choppy. As you can see, it's much, much harder than it was earlier on. And I think Barret's now got ahead. Three boats across the water. Oh, there's a collision. Two riders in the water. Just trying to work out who that is. And neither look particularly happy. Now the medical teams come to pick them up, put them back on their skis. It was Olivier Audemars and Daniel Philbin who is being lapped by Audemars. They look okay though. Coming to the line, victory for Alex Barret. 3 victories in a row. Not the best starter, but the best endurance specialist. And by the end of each of those 3 races, he's managed to take the full 25 points. Another great run from Jordi Tomé. Just not enough speed at the end of that 30-minute encounter. Tim Batt was 3rd position. We didn't see too much of him. Fabellini dropped down to 5th. Colasanto dropped to 6th by the end. All about stamina. So, after 3 races at Seyne-sur-Mer, Barret leads with 75 points. Jordi Tomé in 2nd and Thomas Fabellini in 3rd. A great weekend. Domination then from the Frenchman. We look forward to welcoming him to another round very soon.
Alex, 3 wins. You are definitely going to be the man to beat this season. How do you feel?
Non, c'est sûr, je me suis vraiment
Yeah, I really
régalé
enjoyed all
et,
these races here
vraiment à cœur
at
de
the
venir
Seyne.
ici à la Seyne-sur-Mer en sachant
I'm going to take a flight tomorrow
je prends un avion
to the
demain pour,
Offshore
pour
World
le
Championships
Je suis venu vraiment pour
in
une petite
Guadeloupe,
compétition. C'est
the
mon
French
mécano.
Caribbean.
C'est grâce à mon ami Midori François qui n'est pas là, qui est déjà en
I came here
Guadeloupe.
for my mechanic and my team MRJ. I want to thank my friend and teammate Francois Medoni, who couldn't be here because he's already in Guadeloupe. It's thanks to him I've got this chance to be part of the MJR competition. We have well represented the team on their home base. The format of Aquacross, I didn't know it before, but it's incredibly good. I loved it. The conditions weren't very on my side. We managed it till the end, and victory in 3 races. So I want to take a big thank you to MJR competition. I'll try to do my best at the World Championships and on the AquaX Eurotour for the next rounds.
Pour le représenter le mieux possible au championnat du monde dans une semaine.
I am very happy to do the podium this championship. I feeling good for the all race to the weekend. All the weekend is very fun.
Thomas, you've had a great weekend. Recap it for me.
On a eu un week-end un peu compliqué. Des réglages encore.
We had a difficult race. We need to find a new setup on the ski. I wasn't really very happy with my rides in race 1 and 2. Race 3 I got a good start and I made a good gap with second, but then halfway I had some small mechanical issues, lost some power and dropped back at the end of the race.
Thanks, Thomas, and congratulations for the weekend. I'm down here at the podium and I have our 300 class winner, Carl Lafthouse. Carl, talk me through your weekend because it sounds like you've had a pretty good one.
It was an interesting weekend. I won it. It was a flat water, different condition than what we get in the UK, and a bit of challenge from the different riding around in Europe. I'm pleased where I came from.
Did you enjoy the conditions though? Were they the type that you like to ride in?
Yes, it was so flat, and it's not getting rock water, so it's smooth. Yeah.
Are you looking forward to the next round?
Yes, way look forward. Yeah.
Perfect, thanks Carl. So there we have it, a stunning location, great racing. Congratulations to Alexander Beret on 3 wins this weekend, and we'll see you at the next round in Argonne, Counterville.